Unless you're an HVAC professional or you've picked up a few things from one, you might not realize that a higher rated filter is not always better. Now, the rating on this is a MERV 8 or an FPR 5, and most HVAC professionals are going to recommend that for residents, you don't go above MERV 11. Something like a MERV 13 is designed for use in hospitals, schools, or commercial buildings that just have that more robust system, where your residential HVAC is going to be nothing like that. So as you go up in air filter rating, this becomes more restrictive in terms of airflow that's able to get through here. And even though it's able to capture more different types of particles, you run the risk of overworking your HVAC because it's not able to pull through that air as efficiently. And I think there's two natural questions to be asked here. What if you really want to focus on the air quality in your home and you want it to be like a hospital level clean? My recommendation is to get a HEPA air filter. I have one here, it's a Lavoie, and this thing does an amazing job picking up all the pet dander, the pollen, all the extra dust and everything that's in your home, and it puts a lot less stress on your HVAC system. It's a fraction of the price of what it would cost in terms of the life of your very expensive HVAC system. So that's why I would recommend a HEPA air filter. Something like this covers 1,100 square feet. You can buy more than one if you have a larger home, but this just does a great job in terms of air quality. And then number two, some of you are probably dealing with situations where there are wildfires nonstop near your home and you're just dealing with a lot of smoke and you're wondering what is the right air filter to get for you. In those cases, you could go with a MERV 11. That is going to pick up smoke particles, which would get through the MERV 8. But I still do definitely recommend one of these, especially if you have an older HVAC system. You know, it just puts that additional strain. That MERV 11 will put that additional strain on your system. If you have a newer system and great ductwork, then maybe the 11 is right for you. But if you have an older system and you're afraid of the strain that it'll put, maybe go with one of these. I think these are just really designed well for smoke. And now you have your MERV 1 to 4, which is on the other side of the spectrum. I wouldn't worry about that. MERV 1 to 4 is basically like a large dust screen. You usually find them flat rather than pleated. Pleated is what you want because it increases the surface area, which means that it's going to be able to catch more particles, whereas a non-pleated is not going to be able to catch as many. And for the MERV 1 through 4, it's going to basically be like a large dust screen, and it can get larger dust particles and lint, but it's really not going to catch much else. And if you're wondering what this picks up, this is going to get your dust and lint, pollen, pet dander, and your dust mites. On average, these are meant to last for about 3 months. So when you change this out, just take a Sharpie and you can mark which month you're at so that you know to change it within the next 3 months. And if you're not sure what size to get, your old filter is always going to say it, so make sure you double check before you buy. But these are great filters. I have no complaints with using them. And when you pair it with a HEPA air filter, like, the quality of air in your home is going to be very clean. So I have no complaints with these. These are awesome.